Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports. You're here with me, Natasha Disanaika. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. 60% of daily deaths in the country occur due to non-communicable diseases, stance of the Minister of Health. Election observers state that voters are increasingly being bribed ahead of the provincial council polls. University Grants Commission decides to appoint a committee to regulate all external degree courses granted by universities. Moving on to your stories in detail now, Minister of Health Maithripala Sirisena says that 60% of daily deaths in the country occur due to non-communicable diseases. He made this statement participating at a walk organised by the National Stroke Association.
In connection with non-communicable diseases, the whole world, including Sri Lanka, is faced with a grave problem. Nearly 60% of the deaths daily are due to non-communicable diseases, and stroke is a very serious condition. Smoking, consuming alcohol and drugs seriously influence strokes. Therefore, we need to get rid of alcohol, smoking as well as drugs to save the people from conditions of stroke. Stroke is the third cause of death in the world. Amongst diseases that cause handicapped strokes takes the #1 spot in Sri Lanka. Statistics show that 1% of the population is inflicted with stroke. This is a very concerning illness as we have very little equipment to treat this. Our aim therefore is to be able to obtain more equipment and spread awareness of this disease amongst the population and persons in the medical profession.
Take a walk and prevent a stroke, organised by the National Stroke Association of Sri Lanka, organised a health walk to mark the National Stroke Day today. The walk took place at Vihara Mahadevi.
The University Grants Commission has decided to appoint a committee to regulate all external degree courses granted by universities. The chairperson of the University Grants Commission, Shanika Hirimburikam, said that a committee member has been appointed in each university to regulate the examinations and ensure proper awareness on the said subject matter.
She further noted that such a step was taken due to the heavy complaints lodged against such external courses, and since a relatively longer time span is utilized in order to release the results of exams, thereby causing hindrances to the students. The University Grants Commission said that the intake of students commencing from this year would be based on the Z score obtained at the GCE Advanced Level Examination. External degree courses are currently being offered to students in the universities of Kelaniya, Peradeniya, Jayawardhanapura, Ruhunu, Agnidina and the Eastern University. Annually, the highest number of students register themselves for the external degree course from the University of Kelaniya. The Vice-Chancellor Professor Sara Thamanukuma said that students who sat for the GCE Advanced Level Examination in the year 2010 have registered themselves for the external degree programs. Further, students from the 2011 and 2012 AL batches will be combined and entered into the degree program. The professor said that along with the university entrance for 2013, internal students for the external degree program will be registered. Professor Sara Thamanukama noted that measures have been taken to subsequently double the number of students attending the external degree program being currently offered by universities.
Now, Hindu devotees worldwide celebrate Maha Shivaratri today. Maha Shivaratri is an important festival which pays special attention to Lord Shiva.
Maha Shivaratri is one of the biggest festivals in the Hindu religion where oil lamps are lit the entire night. Devotees of the Hindu religion observe Maha Shivaratri with rituals and ceremonies which is an integral part of the festival. It is believed that Maha Shivaratri came into being when Maha Brahma and Maha Vishnu battled each other to see who is more powerful. The battle emitted much light. We witnessed the manner in which how Hindu devotees engaged in religious observances in Kovil and temples across the island this morning. As part of tradition, Hindus performed special prayers from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and engaged in fast.
Moving on, the Indian Supreme Court has stopped the Tamil Nadu government from releasing 4 of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi's assassins who are serving life terms. The court today said it will decide within a week whether the centre or the state can decide on freeing all 7 convicts in the case.
The state government had claimed that there was nothing to stop it from releasing Nalini Srihan, Robert Pierce, Jayan Kumar and Ravichandran after the court stopped it from freeing 3 others, Murugan, Santhan and Peranivalan, who were separated execution last week because of an exceptional delay in a decision on their mercy plea. Chief Minister Jayalalalitha has announced today that all 7 assassins would be freed less than 24 hours after the Supreme Court commuted the death sentence of 3 of them. She asked the centre to give its view within 3 days. In response, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh said the letting off convicts would be a contrary to all principles of justice, as Rajiv Gandhi's assassination was an attack on the soul of India.
Now, the Presidential Commission to investigate into complaints of missing persons has decided to conduct their next stage of investigations in the Batiklo district.
Secretary of the Commission H.W. Gunadasa said that these investigations would be conducted on the 20th, 21st and 22nd of next month. He also noted that testimonies would be obtained through divisional secretariat level. The first stage of investigations into complaints were conducted in Kilinochchi, while the second stage was conducted in Jaffna. H.W. Gunadasa said that 809 complaints were received from Jaffna, while 149 complaints were received from Kilinochchi.
Moving on, the Sri Lanka Human Rights Council has concluded their investigations into the tense situation that arose in the Ratapaswala area last year.
Legal Secretary of the SLHRC, Attorney at Law Nima Punchiyeva stated that evidence regarding the incident has been collected from the public, civil organizations, security units and government officials in the area. Nima Punchiyeva adds that the report of the investigations will be handed over to President Mahinda Rajapaksa next week. The SLHRC states that through this report they hope to present recommendations on how to prevent similar incidents in the future.
Taking a look at one of your headline-making local stories now, election observers state that voters who are due to exercise their franchise during the upcoming provincial council polls are increasingly being given psychological and material bribes. The acting director of PAFRA, Rohan Hettiarachchi, says that this was observed in several areas ahead of the provincial council polls. He added that 227 complaints have been received so far.
We have received reports of several incidents from the Hambantota district of the distribution of household appliances as well as books, rice and other food items. We have also received reports of alcohol being distributed in Hambantota. Unfortunately, we have also received reports of a certain candidate from the Mathura district who have organized seminars for students for the grade 5 scholarship examination to send a political message to the parents through it. We see this as a deterioration of political culture of the country. Most of the incidents reported are of misuse of public property, bribing the voters indirectly. There are continuous reports of providing government property to the public as bribes. These bribes could be either psychological or in form of material goods, giving hopes of employment or other benefits or other promotions. During this time period, the cafe organization has received 375 complaints. Out of these complaints, 39% of the complaints or 145 of them deal with the misuse of public property. 57 complaints have been received from the Western Province, while 27 complaints have been received from the Southern Province. 35 complaints have been received from Colombo, while 13 complaints have been received from Gampa and 9 complaints have been received from Kalutara. 9 complaints from Gaul, 7 from Mangatara and 11 complaints have been received from Hambantota. Out of these complaints, 9 deal with the misuse of public property. 5 complaints are of threats or assaults, while the rest of the 70 complaints deal with illegal election promotions.
Meanwhile, the Network for Election Monitoring announced that a number of complaints have been received subsequent to the handing over of nominations for the upcoming Western and Southern Provincial Council elections. 103 of the complaints were regard to illegal campaigning. Issuing a communique, the Network for Election Monitoring noted that the ruling party utilizes state property for many of their campaigns.
And that concludes our lunchtime news bulletin here on NTV Sports. Do stay tuned for live at 55 updates coming to you throughout the day. I'm Natasha Disanayaka for News First.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.